When a house accidentally caught fire, the family dog had to think fast to save the little baby's life, but what happened next is truly shocking. In a small town called Harmonyville, there lived a couple named Sarah and Mark. They were a loving and caring couple who had always dreamed of having a family of their own. The sun was shining brightly on a beautiful spring day when they decided that the time was right to bring home a new member to their growing family. With hopeful hearts and excitement in their eyes, they embarked on a journey to find a furry companion who would fill their lives with joy and laughter. After careful consideration and research, Sarah and Mark visited the local animal shelter. As soon as they entered, they were greeted by the wagging tails and eager eyes of various dogs, each hoping to find a forever home. Sarah and Mark walked through the shelter, observing the dogs with compassion. They wanted to make sure that they chose a dog that would fit perfectly into their lives. Their eyes landed on a small, scruffy, and adorable dog named Buddy. He had a shiny black coat, expressive brown eyes, and a wagging tail that never seemed to stop. It was love at first sight for Sarah and Mark, and they knew deep in their hearts that Buddy was the one they had been searching for. Buddy's tail wagged furiously as Sarah and Mark approached his enclosure. They knelt down and extended their hands, inviting Buddy to come closer. With hesitant steps, Buddy approached them, sniffing their hands and showering them with affectionate licks. It was as if he knew he had found his forever family. Sarah and Mark exchanged warm smiles, their hearts swelling with joy. They knew in that moment that Buddy would be the perfect addition to their family. They completed the necessary paperwork and happily brought Buddy home, where he would receive endless love, care, and a place to call his own. From the moment Buddy stepped into their home, he brought boundless happiness and laughter. His playful antics filled the house with warmth, and his wagging tail became a constant source of joy. Sarah and Mark quickly realized that Buddy was not just a pet, he was a true member of their family. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Buddy grew not only in size, but also in his love for Sarah and Mark. He adored their presence, always seeking their attention and affection. In return, they showered him with love, taking him on long walks, playing fetch in the park, and even snuggling up with him during movie nights. As time went by, Sarah and Mark's dreams of starting a family became a reality when they discovered that Sarah was expecting a baby. Excitement filled the air as they prepared for the arrival of their little bundle of joy. They were overjoyed to imagine the love and companionship their child would share with Buddy. Excitement filled the air as Sarah's baby bump grew bigger with each passing day. The nursery was adorned with colorful decorations, and tiny clothes were neatly folded, waiting to be worn. Sarah and Mark eagerly anticipated the arrival of their little bundle of joy, and Buddy seemed to sense the excitement surrounding them. As Sarah's due date drew near, Buddy became increasingly attentive to her. He would rest his head on her belly, as if trying to listen to the sounds of the little life growing inside. Sarah and Mark would gently stroke Buddy's fur, sharing their hopes and dreams for their growing family. The day finally arrived when Sarah went into labor. With bated breath and hearts filled with anticipation, Sarah and Mark rushed to the hospital. Buddy stayed behind, his loyal eyes watching their departure, as if understanding the profound change that was about to take place. Hours turned into moments of both joy and pain as Sarah bravely brought their daughter into the world. The cries of their newborn baby filled the room, and tears of happiness streamed down their faces. The little girl was named Emma, a name that Sarah and Mark had chosen together, symbolizing purity and new beginnings. Buddy, waiting patiently at home, could sense that something extraordinary had happened. His tail wagged with excitement, as if he already knew that his family had expanded. Sarah's parents, who had been caring for Buddy during their hospital stay, couldn't wait to introduce Emma to her loyal furry friend. When Sarah, Mark, and little Emma finally returned home, Buddy's eyes sparkled with joy. He approached them cautiously, sniffing the air to catch the familiar scent of their baby. He would lie beside her and gently nuzzling her tiny hands whenever she reached out to touch him, watching over her with unwavering devotion. In the midst of their peaceful lives, fate took an unexpected turn for Sarah and Mark. It was a night like any other, with the couple tucked into their beds, blissfully unaware of the impending danger lurking in the shadows. Little did they know that their lives were about to be disrupted by a tragic event that would test their strength and resilience. In the deep slumber of the night, the crackling flames and acrid scent of smoke broke the tranquility of their home. Sarah and Mark jolted awake, their hearts pounding with fear as their senses registered the alarming signs of danger. Confusion and panic set in as they quickly realized that their sanctuary, their beloved home, was engulfed in a raging fire. As they scrambled to comprehend the severity of the situation, the room flickered with the glow of the advancing flames. The once familiar walls now transformed into a menacing inferno, casting eerie shadows that danced and twisted in the darkness. The crackling and snapping of burning wood resonated through the air, adding to the sense of dread that enveloped them. Sarah and Mark sprang into action, their survival instincts taking over. With adrenaline coursing through their veins, they frantically searched for a way to escape the perilous grasp of the fire. Their minds raced, desperately seeking a path to safety, while their hearts ached at the thought of leaving behind their cherished belongings and the memories etched within the walls. However, amidst the chaos and fear, their thoughts immediately turned to their most precious treasure, their baby daughter, Emma. Horror gripped their hearts as they realized that Emma was still inside the burning house, unaware of the imminent danger that threatened her innocent life. The magnitude of the situation intensified the weight of their parental instinct bearing down upon them. Every passing second felt like an eternity as Sarah and Mark fought against time, determined to rescue their precious child from the clutches of the roaring flames. Yet the treacherous heat and suffocating smoke rendered their efforts futile. The fire had spread rapidly, creating a labyrinth of obstacles that obstructed their path to Emma's room. As they stumbled out of the burning house, their bodies trembling with fear and despair, they called out for Buddy, their loyal canine companion. In the thought that Buddy might possess the strength and instinct to save their beloved Emma from the clutches of the fire. And then in that moment of uncertainty and despair, Buddy emerged as their ray of hope. He dashed into the burning house, propelled by an innate sense of duty and love for his family. The flames licked at his fur, but his determination to save Emma surpassed all obstacles. In the face of unimaginable danger, Buddy pushed forward, driven by an unwavering resolve to protect his family. Through the haze of smoke and the intense heat, Buddy navigated his way to Emma's room. His senses guided him, enabling him to locate his beloved human sister amidst the chaos. The cries of a frightened child spurred him on, filling him with renewed determination. Without wasting a second, he gently picked her up by her clothes, being careful not to hurt her delicate frame. He cradled her in his mouth just like a mother dog would carry her pup. Buddy carefully made his way back through the smoke-filled house, stepping cautiously over debris and navigating the treacherous path to safety. He ignored the searing pain and the overwhelming threat of the fire, focusing solely on the task at hand, to deliver Emma to safety. In that harrowing moment, he embodied the selflessness and courage that define the bond between humans and their loyal companions. Outside, Sarah and Mark were frantically waiting, their hearts pounding with fear and anticipation. Tears streamed down their faces as they held each other, hoping and praying for their beloved dog's safe return with their precious Emma. The flames roared behind them, engulfing their cherished home in a fiery embrace. Suddenly, through the billowing smoke emerged Buddy, emerging as a hero in their time of need. Emma was safe in his gentle grasp, her tiny face stained with tears, but her spirit unbroken. Relief washed over Sarah and Mark as they rushed towards Buddy and Emma, their hearts overflowing with gratitude and love. Their neighbors, who had gathered outside upon hearing the commotion, witnessed the miraculous scene unfold before their eyes. Applause and cheers erupted as Buddy emerged victorious from the burning house, with Emma held safely in his mouth. The town would forever remember Buddy as the brave dog who selflessly risked his life to save a precious soul. That's all for this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification for more such videos. Thanks for watching.